Very excited to be here. Good morning. Happy to see all of you again. My name is David Saucedo. I have been heavily involved in the Hispanic Chamber for many, many years. I was formerly part of the board. I've done all kinds of things. And I hosted this back in 2012, so I'm back by popular demand, okay? We have a great day today. Let me tell you, it's great seeing so many people here, especially some of these young entrepreneurs that have been here. I've known these people for about almost 15 years, and it's great to see them grow and see where they are today. You know, movement is life, right? Always forward, never back. And if I can leave you all with some advice for this morning, is that if you can't see yourself doing something forever, and you come to that moment, then don't do it for a day. And I can tell you, being an entrepreneur, having partners and friends like the Hispanic Chamber, like Cindy Ramos Davidson, is invaluable. I know that we have various guests from all over the city, but let me tell you, the Hispanic Chamber has paid dividends for a lot of us and where we are, and I am truly indebted to Cindy. And Cindy is also perhaps partly responsible for creating me, and you all have to deal with me here in El Paso. So to those that are from out of town, welcome to the world famous West Texas town of El Paso. We're happy to have you. And again, I'm David Saucedo. We have a locksmith business that my great-grandfather started in 1917. And I love it. I enjoy it. And I'm just happy to be here with you all once again. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the chairman-elect for the board in 2025 of the El Paso Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Frank Spencer III embodies love for family, West Texas, and the entrepreneurial spirit of pioneering a game worth playing. In 2006, he acquired Aztec Contractors for $1,000 and grew it into a multi-million-dollar award-winning general contracting business here in El Paso. Today, Frank invests his time, resources, and wisdom to help his community and team instigate the same leadership in themselves. In addition to serving on the advisory board of the 8A Contractors Association El Paso, he is also a board member, of course, of the El Paso Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. He's the past chairman of the Texas Workforce Solutions Boardplex and a secretary for NMI Foundation Board of Trustees and numerous other boards and organizations. When he's not busy running award-winning companies and mentoring future business leaders, he likes to spend time with his family, hunt, hike, and work out. He is a graduate of Texas A&M. Notre Dame beat them a few weeks ago, with a bachelor's in art, in English, and sociology. Please help me welcome the esteemed Frank Spencer.
Welcome, everyone. Good morning, Spencer. Okay, we'll start this over. Good morning. My name is Frank Spencer, president of Aztec Contractors, and I'm honored this morning to represent the El Paso Hispanic Chamber of Commerce as the incoming chairman-elect for 2025. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 Governor Small Business Summit. We're thrilled to have you join us for what promises to be an inspiring and impactful event. We are thankful to be hosting this with our additional partner, the City of El Paso Economic Development. A special thank you to the governor for making small businesses priority for the state of Texas. By hosting these summits all across Texas, we also like to thank the team of the governor's office of the small business headed by Jarvis Brewers, Brian Roller, for their dedication and assistance in making Texas one of the leaders in promoting small business. Thank you for all you do. This conference is not just about sharing the latest industry trends and innovations. It's about fostering connections, sparking new ideas, and collectively pushing the boundaries of what is possible. We have an incredible lineup of speakers, panelists, and sessions designed to ignite your creativity and drive forward-thinking solutions in our field. I encourage you to take full advantage of the opportunities to network, engage in meaningful discussions, and explore the insights that will be shared over the coming days. Your participation is what makes this conference truly special, and we're excited to see the dynamic exchanges and collaborations that will unfold. A heartfelt thank you to our sponsors and partners for their unwavering support, to each of you making the time, and each of you for making the time to be here. A shout out to Raiz Credit Union, Belize Construction, Palo Verde Homes, Workforce Borderplex, and the First Light Credit Union. Your support is what provided this conference to be a possibility, and we're grateful for your commitment to El Paso small businesses. In addition, I would like to thank all of our hardworking staff led by Cindy Ramos Davison, El Paso Hispanic Chamber CEO. We appreciate all the efforts of your team to support this summit for El Paso. A special thanks to Desiree Manzanado, who was our local project lead, working daily with the Governor's Office of Small Business. Let's make this conference a memorable and transformative experience. I would like to mention and welcome our Hispanic board members, Barbara Mendez, Chair, myself, Frank Spencer, Monica Moreno, Liz Carl, Antonio Rico, Von Washington, and Cindy Ramos Davison. Thank you. And Carlos, good to see you, Carlos. Thank you for being here. In addition to that, we'd like to also welcome our community partners, Ricardo Mora, CEO of the El Paso Chamber, and Leila Melendez, CEO of the Workforce Solutions. So thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Frank. Frank is just one of the good ones. He's one of the good guys here in town, and if you have the opportunity to really chat with him and pick his brain, I would highly encourage you to do so. So thank you, Frank. Now I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Larry McManus, who's the Director of Business and Community Development for the Texas Economic Development and Tourism Office of the Governor. A native of El Paso, Larry McManus, the Director for Business and Community Development in the Office of the Governor's Texas Economic Development Tourism, is responsible for the management of the office's existing industry and business recruitment activities, small business, international, marketing, research, and community relations initiatives. Prior to returning to EDT in 2020, McManus served as Senior Director for Rural Economic Development at the Texas Department of Agriculture, where he was responsible for the Community Development Block Grant Program, the State Office of Rural Health, and the TDA's economic development activities. McManus provides tenure with the Office of the Governor, had him managing community relations and domestic expansion and recruitment activities. These teams assisted in the announcement of more than 140,000 jobs and a capital investment in excess of approximately $63 billion between January 2005 and August 2015. McManus has 30 years of economic development experience with the state of Texas. Prior to joining the state of Texas, he spent nearly 5 years with Nations Bank, now Bank of America. McManus holds a Bachelor of Business Administration and Finance from the University of Texas at El Paso, and is a graduate of the Economic Development Institute of the University of Oklahoma. Please help me welcome Mr. Larry McManus to the stage.
Thank you, David. Very much appreciated. In case, for those of you that are wondering, when you meet another person from El Paso and you're outside the El Paso, the first thing you say, what high school did you go to? So went to El Paso High and went to Mesita and went to UTEP. So my entire 23-year life here in El Paso was within a 2-mile radius. So wanted to see the world, so I moved to Dallas. But, okay. All right. Well, appreciate that introduction. It is my privilege to represent the leadership and staff of Texas Economic Development and Tourism Office, our Executive Director, Adriana Cruz, and of course, Governor Abbott, who will be here later today. Here at this Governor's Small Business Summit here in El Paso, Texas. From the Gulf Coast to the High Plains, from Orange to El Paso, we have a very big state, and we have more than 3 million small businesses support their communities and employ fellow Texans with positive impacts, not only in our commerce, but also with our culture. Small businesses have faced multiple challenges the last several years that include the pandemic, ice storms, fires, floods, and they brought about life-changing adversity for Texas residents and Texas small businesses. But again, they have proven their resiliency by creating creative, innovative, and support towards their communities. You've helped Texas become a $2.4 trillion economy and the 8th largest in the world. So the governor may say something like that this afternoon. I'm just giving you a little hint. Our staff and partners are excited to be here today to provide timely, relevant, and actionable advice to assist our small businesses and aspiring entrepreneurs to reach their dreams. I'd like to thank our partners and sponsors. They've already been thanked, but we're going to do it again. The El Paso Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and the City of El Paso Economic Development for inviting us to your community, our community, my community, and supporting our efforts to assist local entrepreneurs and small business owners. We would also like to recognize the Texas Workforce Commission for supporting our efforts to take this program statewide and to build strong businesses right here in the great state of Texas. We also have some great community sponsors. They've been addressed as well. Workforce Solutions, Borderplex, First Light Federal Credit Union, Raiz Federal Credit Union, and Velis Construction, who have supported today's programming by graciously sponsoring the food and beverage for the event. So feel free to give them an applause. Also, over on to my right, I'd like to recognize our small business team. Chandra Eggemeyer, if you might please stand. She is your West Texas El Paso regional representative. She covers the West Texas area for us. Jarvis Brewer, he's over there. Brian Roller. Where's Brian? Oh, it's back in the back. Okay. Sandra Sanchez, David Menchaca Garcia, and Laurel Davies. All of them have worked hard to make this a reality for us and are a big part of our small business initiatives. Also, want to thank our resource providers and partners who travel around the state with us and serve as a reminder to all of us of how important our work is. So all our resource providers, if you all could stand up and remain standing, if you don't mind, just so that everybody can see who you are. That includes everybody at the tables, if you don't mind standing up. And they are listed up here. So if you are interested in visiting with them during the breaks, please note them and seek them out, because you may not need their services right now, but you could potentially use them sometime in the future. Thank you. You may be seated. I appreciate that. Thank you. So the Office of the Governor is committed to making Texas a place for business to succeed, and our office will continue to assist small businesses, which are the backbone of Texas' strong economy. So have a great conference, and we really appreciate being here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. McManus. And of course, from El Paso, we just played the 2 degrees of separation. And of course, he knows family members. So there you go. All right, moving on. So now, before we get into the panel sessions, we're going to give you a brief overview of how today is going to work. All of our informational panels will be held right here in the ballroom. Okay, the first one coming up is going to be Tech Tactics, Empowering Small Businesses in the Digital Economy. And that panel will be moderated by Mr. Antonio Rico of ESEI. And that will be starting at 8:40. Okay, followed by a discussion on the talent pipeline, recruiting, training, and retaining employees, moderated by Ms. Leila Melendez with the Workforce Solution Borderplex at 9:50. At 11, we'll hear from our guest speaker, Alberto Trevino III, before welcoming our keynote speaker, of course, the Honorable Greg Abbott. After your networking lunch, we will gather back together at noon for a session entitled Adulting 101, Developing Young Entrepreneurs, moderated by Dr. Bill Mitchell of the More Talent Corporation. Between each of these sessions, we strongly encourage you to visit one of the various state, regional, and local agencies and service providers that have graciously joined us today to connect businesses, entrepreneurs, with the resources to assist them in their business journey. And if I may, if you're seeking to find success in El Paso, you cannot do it alone. You need to talk to these people. And the most powerful words you can use is to teach me. Find someone you look up to and tell them, teach me. You'll be surprised. They'll take the time to tell you how they got to where they are and who the people are that they leveraged. Quick little secret, the common denominator, Cindy Ramos Davidson. Also, during today's event, please take advantage of the free professional headshots that every business owner should have in their portfolio in today's digital economy. This free service is being provided by the Office of the Governor's Small Business Assistance Team and is located in the back corner, okay? Please take advantage of that. The restrooms and exits are in the back. And again, please engage with the exhibitors that are here during these planned breaks, especially right now. We'll have a break right now, so I want to see people bustling all over the place, right? All you are excited to meet with people? Yes, they are. Look at that. That's enthusiasm right there. They're ready to talk to you, all right? So you go talk to them. Now, following today's event, there will be a survey, okay? And it'll go out so you can provide your feedback about the event and help us continue to shape this event in the future. I can tell you last time I did this in 2012, it was great. But now, it's even better, all right? So enjoy yourself, take care of this break. Let's get busy, and we'll see you at 8:40 back for a session with Mr. Rico. Thank you.